NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Cincinnati College Prep Academy Lions will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me tonight, Rich Bensman. From the home of the Jackson Center Tigers, an interesting non-league matchup. Only a varsity game, as we noted earlier, but it's a rematch of last year's district final game where Jackson Center won by 22 points and took it a second half and pulled away. But College Prep comes in here averaging 58 points per game, Rich. A very up-tempo kind of basketball team.
Yeah, they're going to want to get it up and down the floor and score the basketball. They're going to want to look to get the transition. They're going to probably look to get it off the bounce a little bit with dribble penetration.
And for the Jackson Center Tigers, they're coming off a huge Shelby County Athletic League win earlier this week. Bounced back from trailing by 13 in the third quarter, and on the road they posted a 41-40 win over Anna.
Yeah, that's a good win. That's a good rivalry win. CCPA, I believe, has a lot of their returners back though from that district, matchup with Jackson Center, and I think Jackson Center lost a lot to graduation.
Yeah, Jackson Center, I think they lost all 5 of their starters. And College Prep has lost only one of their starters. Obviously an excellent player who averaged over 25 points per game. It was a young man by the name of Josh Marshall to graduation. So they have a strong core returning. And right now we're about to have our national anthem here in Jackson Center. And now our national anthem on NK Telco Sports.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area. I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
And our national anthem by the Jackson Center Pep Band. Taking a look at these two teams. College Prep comes in here 5-2 overall, 4-1 in the Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference. Jackson Center 3-3 and 2-2. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our starting lineups for College Prep: Kendall Anthony, leading rebounder for the Lions. Number 1, Hanson Thomas. Number 3, Deontay Booker, their leading scorer at 18 points per game. Number 4, Jameer Davis at 16 points per game. And then number 5, Rico Johnson. Excellent football player, by the way, and he's a senior for College Prep. Now for the home team, the Jackson Center Tigers of first-year coach Aaron Kloppenstein. Number 4, Lucas Heitkamp, averaging 10 points per game. Reed Flatfoot, a junior. Flatfoot at 14.5 points a game. And number 3, Lucas Hartle, 12.7 points per game. Number 33, another senior, Trevor Huber at 6'1". So that's the lineup: Hartle, Heitkamp, Lowe, Flatfoot, and Huber for the Jackson Center Tigers. Let's move on to our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Cincinnati College Prep Academy, Rich, they're a little bit of an unknown quantity. What are the keys for the Lions?
Yeah, like I said, I think they're going to want to go up tempo, score the basketball. They're going to look to be heavy in transition and try to take it off the bounce with dribble penetration.
And for the Jackson Center Tigers, the first-year coach, Aaron Kloppenstein.
Yeah, conversely, they're going to want to handle the pressure and contain the dribble penetration and make sure they get on the defensive boards, because I think CCPA is going to crash the offensive glass pretty hard.
And our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We're underway here. Varsity-only contest here tonight at Jackson Center. Tigers with the basketball. Flatfoot goes into the lane. Back out it goes to Heitkamp. Into the lane goes Hartle. Out front, Flatfoot. Ball almost stolen. There's the steal. That's a turnover for Jackson Center. Nice defensive play.
Very good transition defense, Jackson Center.
Hustling back, and they'll set it up on the offense. Lucas Heitkamp over the right side, and Xavier Lowe. Back out front it comes to Lucas Hartle. And the Tigers, a very patient team. That's their style of play.
Yeah.
A lot of motion, a lot of movement. Get that good shot.
Yeah, that motion's all kind of run around the free throw line area and the elbows. You see they set the screens. They can flare it and they can pop it. And it's going to be something CCPA's kind of going to have to get used to. They're going to have to run through a lot of screens.
Shot no good by Lowe. And CCPA will have the basketball. Back out front to Anthony. Thomas out front. Johnson.
Running a little open post motion offense here. That's a pass and cut type offense.
Lions will be patient. Inside it goes to Anthony. Back out to the corner, and they'll work it around the outside. Into the lane goes Booker. He'll pull it back out. Thomas. Davis. Jameer Davis with it. Over to Booker. Dante off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound will come down.
Those were two keys right there. They got a little dribble penetration, and they got an offensive rebound. They got a second one on this trip for some second chance points.
Jameer Davis, a couple of good looks at the bucket, but nothing to show for it. And they got the offensive rebound,
yes.
Rich, so they still have the basketball.
Yeah, just what we talked about with the keys, what each team's going to want to try to do.
Anthony hits the jump shot, and the junior puts the Lions on the board at 2-0.
Here's a 2-2-1 press. Covering the middle with the back, squeezing with the back corner guy.
Huber. Back over to Lowe. Out front it goes to Hartle. Hartle rather in the wing. He'll move to the front. Into the lane. Pull up jumper. Shot no good. Rebound. Comes down to the Lions. Booker listening to head coach Reggie Revels. Revels in his fourth year.
Yeah, calling a little set action there. Down screen, cross screen into a back screen.
Out front, Davis, 15-footer. Shot is good. And Jameer Davis, 1 for 3 from the field. And
it's a 2-2-1 again.
College Prep with a 4-0 lead.
They got to look long diagonal when the middle's covered or pinched with those two corner guys. Jackson Center's going to have to look for that diagonal.
Going to be a reach off the Jackson Center bench. Number 42 is Carter Kloppenstein, 6'3" sophomore.
A lot of times that 2-2-1, they put pressure on you just to speed you up a little bit.
And the Tigers, like we said, they like to be patient with the basketball. It goes to Huber. Back out front to Hartle. Hartle will get it to Flatfoot. Flatfoot wants to move inside her. He'll dump it off to the corner, and the short jumper is good by Carter Kloppenstein.
Yeah, Jackson Center, each trip down the floor has gotten some really decent looks.
Inside it goes to Johnson. Back out to Davis. Thomas. Anthony now with the basketball. Looks inside. Beautiful pass. Nice assist. And Deontay Booker has his first basket of the night.
That's that open post motion, Dave. They really want to get back cuts.
Made that look easy.
Yeah, well, you can't have any head turners.
Ball goes inside to Plattfoot. He'll draw the foul. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Kendall Anthony.
That was a good lower post touch for Plattfoot.
Inbounds pass. Nice move off the glass. That's Reed Plattfoot, the junior, at 6'6". Makes it a 6-4 contest. Thomas back over to Booker.
Now they're a little bit more of a motion offense.
Outside jumper Davis. Shot doesn't go.
Good block out by Plattfoot. They're going to have to keep them off the boards.
Lucas Hartle. Back over to Lucas Heitkamp. Hits the three. And Jackson Center is in the lead. And there's a turnover.
Good defense.
Up court, Heitkamp. Running right-hander, shot doesn't go by Hartle. Rebound comes down to College Prep. Thomas will fire the three, shot no good. Jackson Center with a board.
CCPA probably wants to get to the offensive boards a little harder than that trip down the floor there on that miss.
Out front it is to Hartle, back over to Kloppenstein, short jumper, and did he step on the line or did he?
Yeah, I think that's what
travel?
they called, yeah.
That's a turnover for Jackson Center. And CCPA will bring it up court. Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy. They'll turn the basketball over on this possession. Tigers will have it. Trevor Huber gets it to Lucas Hartle, who's out front. Heitkamp also comes out. On him is Hanson Thomas. Ball on the floor by Hartle for a 15-footer. Shot no good. Rebound.
Lucas Hartle's got a really good shot fake. Really shows the ball. Gets people up off their feet a little bit.
College Prep. Booker, leading scorer with 18 points, has 2 so far here. 7-6, Jackson Center with the early lead.
Yeah, you can see Jackson Center is really in a pack line kind of defense. They don't want to allow any dribble penetration. They're all kind of muddy in the lane a little bit and crowding the floor.
Kendall Anthony outside. He moves inside. Stopped there by Plattfoot. He'll kick it to the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. 3 turnovers for College Prep, and I tell you, 3 turnovers in a game, the way this is being played, is big.
Yeah. Now, CCPA once again is coming out in that 2-2-1. You're either going to have a side. Now that diagonal side is going to be open good. Jackson Center kind of leaked him out there, and they had it. Well, they're going to be in trouble here.
They'll get it across just in the nick of time as Hartle will go inside. He'll lose the basketball, but they're going to say it's off CCPA. So,
and once again, wanted to speed him up a little bit offensively.
Huber's going to inbound it. He'll take it back out to Plattfoot. Plattfoot gets it back over to Lucas Hartle, who'll shoot it back out to Lucas Heitkamp. He'll pull it back out front. Hartle with the basketball. Inside Plattfoot, defense, of course, collapses on him. Plattfoot will step out behind the arc. Into the final 30 seconds, Tigers are going to be patient. They got a 1-point lead. Well-disciplined basketball team. Young team in a sense. They lost all those starters and from last year's regional finalists. Outside it's to Kloppenstein. Comes back out to Hartle. 5 seconds. They'll have to do something now. Heitkamp into the lane. Gets it back out. Open shot at the buzzer is Hartle. And it will count.
Yes.
Lucas Hartle nails the 3, and we're going to go to the bench with a Jackson Center lead of 4 points. Tigers 10, Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy Lions 6. We'll be back with second quarter action here on NK Telco Sports. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Second quarter play underway here at Jackson Center. Tigers with a 4-point lead, and Tigers are going to like the pace of play.
Absolutely, yeah. And if I'm CCPA, they're going to have to get in the passing lanes a little bit more.
Jameer Davis connects for the Lions, and that makes it 10-8.
He's going to show a little bit on the same side corner.
They'll break it across the timeline with that baseball pass by Hartle to Kloppenstein.
See, if they don't get in the passing lanes, Jackson Center is going to continue just to move the basketball around offensively and be patient and get the look they want. So CCPA's got to heat it up a little bit, like right there.
Nice steal, breakaway by Anthony. He'll dump it off. Good bucket there by Deontay Booker. His second basket of the night, and we're tied at 10.
Now it's a 1-2-2 press. So they changed it up from a 2-2-1 to a 1-2-2. CCPA did.
Got a foul on the floor that's going to go against Jameer Davis. First foul of the quarter. So 10-10 our score on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Yeah, CCPA mixed it up a little bit there. Went from a 2-2-1 to a 1-2-2. They want to try to mix that up a little bit, keep Jackson Center off balance a little bit.
Flatfoot with a jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to the Lions. Got a dark, like a navy blue and gold, sharp-looking uniforms for Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy. Out front, Booker leading the score. Nice move inside. Deontay Booker, he is 3 for 3 from the field.
They're pinching the middle guy, that diagonal corner. There he is. They leaked him out from, there he is. He's got this cross-court pass. Got to get to it.
And there's going to be a whistle, most likely a reach, as one of the Lions goes to the floor.
It's a good thing Heitkamp didn't wait for that pass to come to him, because it would have been going the other way. He went to meet the pass, and that was critical because he got the foul.
That looks like it's going to be a turnover. So,
wow,
turnover, no foul, I guess.
I stand corrected.
I'm not sure what we just saw. It looked like a foul.
I thought Heitkamp got to it first and was meeting the pass, but.
So that'll be a turnover instead for Jackson Center. I got them 3 on the night.
Yep.
With the basketballs, Johnson. Back out front to Booker. Goes over to Davis.
Very good help defense with Jackson Center.
Inside is Anthony. He's going to lose it. Ball's on the floor. Tigers are going to get it. Short jumper, Flatfoot, or rather, that was Hartle, I believe. Possibly Kloppenstein with that short jumper. Ball's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Jackson Center.
Last time they slipped Flatfoot right down the line there.
3-point attempt by Hartle. He'll knock it home. 2 for 2 from behind the arc and 2 out of 4 shooting.
Yeah, they had really good form. Again, they're in a defensive kind of posture where they're going to try to stop and eliminate the dribble penetration.
Out front it goes to Jalen Griffin into the lineup for the Lions. In the wing, Johnson. Get it back out over to Davis. Tries to work it inside. They're back out front. Booker will shoot the three and connect. Deontay Booker, he is the offense right now for the Lions.
Yes.
Lucas Hartle looks inside. Flatfoot, he's going to be fouled, and Tigers will inbound it underneath the basket.
That was a pretty good seal by Flatfoot. I'd like to see him get lower on the block. Got a little size advantage.
That's Anthony's second foul. Anthony, their leading rebounder, goes to Heitkamp. Heitkamp trying to go inside. Contact shot is going to go. Lucas Heitkamp with a nice drive inside, and he'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
This might be the first free throw of the contest.
It is. Heitkamp's a good shooting free throw shooter, 11 out of 13 on the season. And Jackson Center, well, you can tell they are on the verge of being a very, very good team. Free throws, they're shooting them at 79%. Free throw just a little bit short.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I saw. You got Hartle at 82%, Heitkamp at 85%. The other Hartle at 100%. Only took 1 for 1, though. And Flatfoot at 86% from the line.
They can shoot the free throw, or at least they have so far in this young season. As we said, these two teams met in the district finals a year ago, and it ended up both teams just needed an opening here and around Christmas. And Coach Kloppenstein said they were familiar with the coaching staff, with Coach Revy Revels, and they lined up a game.
Yeah, Reggie Revels was at Deer Park when they won the state championship. He was an assistant coach.
Done a nice job of building this program up as Hartle connects. Tell you, Lucas Hartle shooting it up too.
Really good. You don't see that much out of players nowadays to be able to pull up and take that nice little 15-foot, 10-foot shot. So he looks like he's got a little bit of a kind of a multi kind of challenging game to him. He can take it off the bounce and he can shoot it. That is.
Outside jumper, there it is. Reed Flatfoot, 2 out of 3 from the field as well. And it's a 4-point Jackson Center lead on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Dave Helmstetter alongside me tonight. Rich Bensman. Jackson Center, interesting non-league matchup game with Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy.
Yeah, really good defensive plan right now for Jackson Center.
Davis, he'll knock it home.
And they're going to have to hit some of those CCPA.
Flatfoot across the timeline, looks for Heitkamp. Ball tipped. He'll make the move inside. Shot no good. Rebound up by Lowe. No good. Whistle, and let's see who the foul is on. It's going to be on Hanson Thomas.
Yeah, that was good crashing of the boards by Jackson Center. Get some second chance points here.
That's going to be CCPA's 4th foul of the quarter. We've got 2:43 to go, so next foul on CCPA, the Tigers will be shooting. Lowe gets his first point with a made free throw. Connects on his second one. First 2 free throws of the season for Xavier. 2 for 2. Jackson Center lead back to 4 points. Hanson Thomas with the basketball. Back over to Davis. Jameer Davis. Kendall Anthony. Anthony cuts inside.
Went under everything on that dribble weave.
Booker tries to go inside. The Tigers keep him from penetrating further. Out front it goes to Thomas over to the left side, and Davis. He'll shoot the 2, and that'll be a 3. So Jameer Davis.
You come back because CCPA's back in that 1-2-2. again, if the other part of that is to speed people up a little bit, and Jackson Center's doing a good job of maintaining some composure here.
Flatfoot inside off the glass. Reed Flatfoot. He's got 6.
Real good, strong drive.
For the tie, there it is. Jameer Davis, timeout, Jackson Center. As Jameer Davis has hit 4 in a row here in the second quarter, 1:35 to go in the second quarter. We are tied, Jackson Center 23, CCPA 23. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Minute 35 to go in the first half. We are tied at 23, and I believe Jackson Center had that timeout.
Yeah.
Timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip.
Just to give them a little reminder, transition defense. CCPA came out and got it up the floor pretty quick and got a quick shot off from the corner.
Out front, Heitkamp with the basketball. Guarded by Thomas. He's looking inside for Flatfoot. He'll go back out to Hartle. Hartle back over to Flatfoot, top of the key. Into the lane. He'll push it back out. Hartle with the basketball. Back over to Heitkamp. Koppenstein over in the corner. It goes inside to Flatfoot. Nice move. Reed Flatfoot.
Sealed him up by the elbow, and kind of with that angle had that lob.
Nice solid shot by Flatfoot off the glass. You look at Flatfoot on the season, he comes into tonight shooting inside the arc at 70%. That's a great figure.
Yeah.
CCP's going to go, looks like they're going to go for maybe the final shot. Clock coming up on 26 seconds. They'll get it back out to Booker. Booker will going to try and go inside on Hartle. Tosses it out to Anthony. Back over Thomas. Now Davis with it. Jameer Davis. Clock is at 10 seconds. Defense has him pushed out. He wants to go inside, but there's going to be a foul. Probably on number 33, Trevor Huber. Yep. Jackson Center's second of this quarter, so
5.2 seconds. It's going to be a quick one.
They can take the lead with a 3.
A little fake lob.
Inside it comes to Johnson. Back to Booker, off balance shot, no good. Booker takes the shot. Off balance, and we go to the locker room. Jackson Center with a slim, I'll call it a precarious 2-point lead. Jackson Center 25, CCPA 23. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at Jackson Center, the Tigers have a 2-point lead at 25-23. And take a look at our halftime stats, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And we'll just kind of walk through these and maybe make some observations on the numbers. As you take a look at this, Rich, Jackson Center shooting a great game from the field. I have them 10 out of 18. They've hit all 3 of their threes, 2 for 3 at the line, shooting the ball very well.
Yeah, well, they're getting great shot selection, and that's part of it. They're running that offense, and they're going to get a great look at the basket, and that's why their percentage is so good.
And you take a look at College Prep, on the other hand. They've taken 15 shots, like in the second quarter alone. They were 7 of 9, so that makes they're 10 out of 15 for the half, and they hit 3 out of 4 3-pointers in the second quarter, 3 out of 5 for the half, so they're shooting the ball well as well.
Yeah. But this has got a Jackson Center kind of methodical kind of rhythm to this game right now that they want.
Lucas Hartle connects on the jumper, and it's a 4-point lead for Jackson Center as we start the second half of play. Halftime stats all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems.
Lucas Hartle's got a really good looking form on his 3 and off the bounce on that 15-footer.
CCPA 3-pointer by Davis.
Yeah, they're going to have to continue to hit those because Jackson Center's kind of muddying up a little bit to stop the drive.
Davis missed his first 3 and has hit 3 straight. He's got 15 for the game.
That's a great job by Jackson Center finding the middle on that 2-2-1 press.
That'll be a turnover. That's only Jackson Center's 4th today's game.
They're going under the ball screens. Jackson Center's going under the ball screens. That's designed right there to stop the penetration.
Back out front is Davis. Back over to Thomas. Thomas handling it. Over in the wing is Johnson. He'll get the basketball. Back out front it comes to Booker. Left side to Kendall Anthony. Out front to Johnson. Lions being patient.
Yeah, the CCPA, they know what they want to get as well offensively. Jackson Center's doing a pretty good job defensively.
Davis, he'll get the roll. 17 on the night, and they take the lead at 28-27. Both these two teams are shooting very well from the field.
That's interesting. CCPA.
Hartle shot no good.
Kept that out of Heitkamp's hands on that full court kind of press. And that's offensive.
That will go against Deontay Booker. First foul of the third quarter.
Let's see if they deny Heitkamp the basketball.
Jawan Sherman, a sophomore, into the lineup for CCPA. Heitkamp will get it.
They're going to try to heat up the ball a little bit now, CCPA is. That's what they're going to have to do to get the pace of the game to change.
Back out front, Hartle. Hartle has it. Tigers looking at a 1-point deficit. Heitkamp thought about it. He'll
good
go
seal.
inside. Nice move. Plattfoot puts it up and in.
That's a really good seal out of Plattfoot.
Reed Plattfoot, he is into double figures with 10 points. 1-point Jackson Center lead. Outside 3, it's there as Hanson Thomas hits his first 3 of the night, first points of the game for the senior.
Just man-to-man pressure here. Yep. So that's not.
Ball.
They're out of their zone presses now. They're just picking up man-to-man, full court, and that's going to be designed to get this game at their kind of pace a little bit. Although they run good offense, CCPA does. They're really patient and get what they want as well.
Got a break in the action. Timeouts all brought to you by Precision Strip. We shall keep it right here on the 30-second timeout. And remind you that tonight's game will be replayed on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on channel 155 on December 26th at 6 p.m. and on channels 3 and 503 on January the 4th at 4 p.m. and January the 5th at 8 p.m. You can also watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports. And more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. With the basketball, Deontay Booker. Booker has 9 points.
Running on. This is a set. Cross screen, kind of into a down screen, off the back screen, off the elbow, into a dribble handoff.
Ball goes inside. Davis, he'll get it back out. They think about the three. That was Jawan Sherman.
Yeah.
Davis, who's really caused issues for the Tigers here in this one. Lions working with a 2-point lead. That's really their largest of the game. Open is Sherman, and his shot no good. Flatfoot with a rebound.
They were way off. Jackson Center's playing way off Sherman. Here comes that pressure. They're going to want to get in the passing lanes and heat up a little bit. Boy, he's strong.
Flatfoot puts it up and in. Reed, Flatfoot will tie it up.
He's really good. But they need to go inside out, I think, Jackson Center, because that seal that he had before wasn't on the block. It was a nice hard seal in the center.
And when you talk about seal, might explain exactly what that means.
Just getting offensive position down low, with your body. So he did a good job in the center of the floor last trip to really get a great look at the basket.
Here comes Booker Bay over to the left side, and Davis, not this time.
Good block out.
He'll bring it down. 5 foot, back over to Heitkamp. 5 foot, 15-foot jumper. Shot doesn't go. Goes out of bounds. That'll be CCPA basketball. And if you're just joining us, that's Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy. Located, I believe, right downtown, isn't it, Rich?
Yep.
Downtown Cincinnati. With the basketball out front is Booker. He'll go to the left. Now Thomas has it. Out to Sherman. Jameer Davis cuts to the hoop. Here comes the three by Booker. We're into double figures for Booker, and it's a 3-point CCPA lead.
Here's a man-to-man, and again, Coach Revels, I think, wants to heat up the basketball a little bit, put more pressure on the basketball.
Cooper Hartle, number 5, into the lineup. And CCPA's defender there, Deontay Booker, out of bounds. Got a timeout. The Lions will take a timeout. 2:58 to go here in the third quarter. Our score, CCPA 34, Jackson Center 31. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Cooper Hartle will inbound the basketball for the Tigers. They find themselves down by 3 points. Inbounds pass to Flatfoot. Flatfoot goes inside. Nice move.
Yeah, it's a great up and under move, Dave.
Reed Flatfoot on his way to a great night.
He's really good body control down low on the block.
6'6" junior. Lots of basketball in front of him for Jackson Center fans. CCPA running their offense. 1-point lead. Off the glass shot doesn't go by Booker, and the board is cleared out there by Plattfoot.
A little up and under move of his own.
Open three, shot no good. Good hustle by Hartle. Inside, and he puts it up, and he'll draw the foul.
He knew he left that short, and he went in hard for the rebound.
So Lucas Hartle will go to the line, chance to tie it up and possibly put his team into the lead. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go on that First National Bank First scoreboard. And Hartle now has 11 on the night.
He's an 82% free throw shooter.
Second free throw, nothing but net. Jackson Center back on top, 1 point. Thanks for joining us here on NK Telco Sports. One game only tonight, varsities. That's why it's early. CCPA, short jump shot, no good there by Sherman. Here come the Tigers. Inside, Heitkamp loses it, gets it back up, but unfortunately, Jawan Sherman standing out of bounds when he touched the basketball for the Lions.
They're just muddying up the lane with Sherman's man, Jackson Center is, defensively. They're not even going out on him.
Plattfoot. He brings a roar from the hometown crowd.
That was a really good spin.
Jackson Center's lead at 3. Plattfoot's been the difference here in this quarter, but they counter it. Jameer Davis says, I can tie this one up. He's got 20 already. Nice looking player for CCPA.
So they're here putting a little more pressure. That's good drive by Heitkamp.
Heitkamp will draw the foul, so he'll go to the line. The foul is on Sherman. And that's going to be CCPA's 4th. So that's going to put next foul. We only have 1 minute and 14 seconds left in this quarter on the be the 5th foul, but Heitkamp will convert.
And they're going to have to be, Jackson Center's going to have to be ready for that. A little more ball pressure and a little bit more. CCPA is going to come and get in the passing lanes a little bit more. So you got to back cut, and you got to also dribble penetrate when that happens.
Second free throw good. Heitkamp has 7. 2-point Jackson Center lead. Out front is Thomas. Back over to the left side and Griffin. Booker will take it inside. It's going to be a block on Cooper Hartle.
Booker's pretty much got a pretty decent offensive three-dimensional game. He can take it off the bounce with a pretty good quick step, and he can shoot it.
Inside it goes to Thomas. Turnaround jumper, no good. Plattfoot just controlling the boards. Here comes Heitkamp. He'll pull it back out. There's Hartle in the wing. Nice move. Sneaks inside. 10-footer. Leaves it short. Kloppenstein up and in. And the sophomore with a big rebound.
Yeah, Kloppenstein, that was a great offensive rebound.
Booker in trouble. Gets it back out to Davis. Davis trying to get inside, but they leave him out. There's going to be a charge. That's going to go against the Lions.
Caught on a legal screen. Might have been moving on that, so it was a moving screen.
Moving screen the call against the Lions as Rico Johnson will come back in.
It's a full court man pressure.
It's a big turning point in this game. It's just occurred right here. 26 seconds to go. The Lions, they were up, and Jackson Center now is up by 4.
Yeah.
And has the basketball.
Well, and it's the little things, too. It's like the second chance point that Kloppenstein was able to get that offensive rebound and stick that back in. Here comes a little bit of a full court man-to-man press by CCPA.
Here comes Hartle.
He's got to go north and south with it.
Across the timeline over to Lucas Heitkamp. And you can see the clock on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Back over to Cooper Hartle. He's out front. Inside. That'll be a turnover. Here comes the breakaway at the buzzer. He goes for the jam. It doesn't go. And that's going to end our third quarter, and the score, Jackson Center 41, CCPA 37. Watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Back here at Jackson Center, thanks for joining us here on NK Telco Sports. Friday night basketball, non-league one, but a very interesting matchup, Rich, between two teams they met a year ago in the district finals. It's a varsity-only game, so it's a little different atmosphere. But these are two teams that really kind of know each other.
Right. And I'm going to tell you the key point here for Jackson Center is fourth quarter to be able to handle the pressure, keep composure and poise, and try to eliminate turnovers, because CCPA is going to come out and want to put a little more pressure on Jackson Center.
Well, let's see how it shapes out all here on NK Telco Sports. Inside is Booker. Shot no good. Plattfoot with a rebound. Fast break, Plattfoot. Gets the ball back out to Cooper Hartle. Back over to Heitkamp. Thinks about it, but it gets it inside to Kloppenstein. Outside is Plattfoot. Boy, and he is just controlling
he's good.
The baseline. He's having his way, and the lead now is 6 points.
Very under control offensively.
Plattfoot 18 points for Plattfoot. 5 out of 6.
See, they're not leaving the paint.
Half.
Some of these some of the CCP players, that Jackson Center's not even leaving the paint.
Shot no good. The three by Thomas, and rebound comes down to the Tigers once again.
I guess I should say the lane, right?
The lane. Now the paint's good.
Oh, he's got a good seal on. They're sinking in with that opposite side. Great job.
Heitkamp shot just a little bit too hard.
Yeah. They're just diving in that opposite guard on Plattfoot and going to surround him a little bit that way. Jackson Center did a great job of recognizing that and skipped past the basketball for a pretty good look.
Anthony out front. Davis with it now. Gets it over to Thomas. Sherman with it, or rather Johnson with it. There's a nice feed inside for Anthony, but by Anthony looking for Booker, but not so nice, I should say. It just went a little bit too long, and that's a turnover for CCPA. Cooper Hartle back over to Lucas Hartle. Well, there's the feed. Plattfoot is dominating. He's got 20.
When I say seal post touch, he does a great job of keeping his body wide and getting great position.
Shot no good by Davis. Once again, Plattfoot with a rebound.
This is where Jackson Center can be patient, get a really good look that they want. And, it surprises me with CCP not getting in the passing lanes a little bit more.
They have no answer for Plattfoot.
No.
Kloppenstein back over to Hartle for three. Lucas Hartle. Now they're heating it up from outside, Rich.
That was a really good inside-out look. And we're talking about, the Jackson Center team improving as the year goes on, becoming a little more consistent. I'm seeing a team that has a chance to be really good by the end of the year.
They stand 3-3, and of course, really have played well in their last 3 starts. You know, a game like that, win over Anna, a rival on the road.
Yeah,
that's huge. Where you trail by 13, back out front it goes. Clock coming up on 5 minutes.
Great job, Kloppenstein there. I believe they had a mismatch because they switched on that ball screen, but they switched back immediately.
Davis gets open and he connects. 8-point lead. Jackson Center. Heitkamp's going to go right inside. He'll draw the foul as Jalen Griffin will foul him. Hanson Thomas is close.
And Heitkamp's an 85% free throw shooter. That's shooting it pretty good. I coached a kid in Cincinnati Reading that led the city with a 97% free throw percentage.
Oh, my.
Yeah, back in 1995. I'm really kind of
19, you going out on a limb? You're going to date yourself, Rich. Heitkamp connects. 3 for 3 in the second half, 3 for 4 overall. Second free throw coming up. It's good. 30-second timeout. Timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. So with 4:47 to play, it's 50-40. Jackson Center with the lead. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you basketball here from the Habitat of the Cat. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Additional sponsors, Carriage Works, Chiltech, LLC, Cy Schwedeman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Budge Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio bringing you tonight's game from Jackson Center. And the Tigers here in this fourth quarter have pulled away. They have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, just like kind of we talked about at halftime, methodically just kind of the lead just grew and just grew a little bit bigger.
Davis shot short. Rebound. Tigers. Boy, you look at the rebound numbers. That is the difference.
Yep.
Reed Plattfoot. Aaron Kloppenstein also, or Carter Kloppenstein, excuse me, off the bench. Outside three is good by Booker. He's got 15.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Him and Davis are excellent players.
A little seal at the elbow there. Plattfoot, and he's going to roll down the lower block. He's got a great seal down there.
Plattfoot just dumps it home.
Yeah. So he kind of sealed at the elbow area first, got it, gave it back up, and then rolled down on the block, and he got it back. By creating some of that movement, they can't sit there and poach on you and three-quarter front you or, deny you down on the block as easy.
Anthony has 4 fouls. Plattfoot will connect. 21 for the 6'6 junior. Out front it comes to Booker. Back over to Anthony. Almost a turnover, and it's going to go off of Heitkamp.
Well, you talk about some of the difference. It's just the rebounding. It's also some of the little things of the game of basketball, like Kloppenstein getting that second chance point opportunity with the offensive rebound.
Outside shot, Booker, no good. This time, Heitkamp with a rebound. Hartle back over to Heitkamp. Plattfoot out front. They put Booker on him out front.
Get him down low with.
They still
with
got
Booker
him on him. Inside it goes Plattfoot. He plays out front, and Plattfoot lays it home.
It's great, Chet. He just gets so wide with his body down there on the block.
They literally have no answer.
No.
Out front, Davis. It's a 12-point lead. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this one. We're just moving right along tonight.
There are guys that don't even leave the paint that are playing defense. So they've scouted these guys out pretty well.
Shot no good by Rico Johnson. Boy, and the Tigers just dominating in this last quarter, 6-2. What I've got unofficially in the quarter. They'll send it back over to Kloppenstein. He'll work the baseline. Nice pull-up jumper.
Great. He had to drive a closeout, Dave. They were concentrating on Plattfoot so much and kind of diving down on him. The Jackson Center did a great job skipping the ball and then driving the closeout basketball. The guy was closing out, and Jackson Center drove him pretty well.
Carter Kloppenstein with a bucket. Outside three by Booker, no good. And once again, there's absolutely no offensive board by CCPA here, especially here in the second half. Plattfoot, he'll get it back over to Hartle. Thinks about it, puts it on the floor, moves inside for the 15-footer. Missed the shot, but they get the offensive board. They'll bring it back out.
Yeah, they're going to be very deliberate here.
Well, they'll salt this one away.
Yep.
As well as they handle the basketball, as they continue to improve in this offense. Inside goes Heitkamp for the layup. Lucas Heitkamp, easy bucket. He's into double figures. He's got 11. Lead at 59-43. Anthony with the counter. And Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy will take the full timeout.
Here comes a press.
59-46, 69 seconds left. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Got the final 109 to go in this one. They're going to go to the full court press like you anticipated, but it's a little late, I think.
Yeah, well, and they didn't. Well, they weren't scoring the ball, so they couldn't do it very well. But they didn't. I thought they would come out and deny the basketball a little bit more. That was a soft press as far as no one face guarding them.
Gavin McClintock into the lineup for Jackson Center. Up and in is Booker. Tigers with the turnover. McClintock will be in the wing. He's number 13. Heitkamp coming across the timeline. Hartle with it. Near steal, and there's going to be a foul on Griffith. Official was kind of like, should I call it or shouldn't I?
Right.
But really you have to.
What Jackson Center's going to have to be careful with that in the future is someone looking for that pass from side to side, and they're going to step right in there and go the other direction with it.
Plattfoot out front. Clock coming up on 30 seconds. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 59-48 our score. McClintock
Good
inside
bounce pass.
Plattfoot. Heitkamp has it, and we're into the final seconds. Hometown crowd is on its feet. Standing ovation for the Tigers as the seconds count down. And Jackson Center moves to 4-3 on the season with a 59-48 victory over Cincinnati College Prep. College Prep goes to 5-3 on the season. Tigers, as we said, they go to 4-3. We'll take a brief break here. We'll come back, recap our stats, give us our player of the game. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at Jackson Center, the Tigers come away with a very impressive win, Rich. A good, hard-fought win. Halftime, we're looking at a relatively close game, 25-23, and the Tigers in that second half dominated on the boards, and they took the ball to Reed Flatfoot, and the big junior played very, very well.
Yeah, he's really good. Jackson Center did a great job of really controlling the tempo the entire game. They valued the basketball. They took care of it. I thought they were strong with the ball. CCPA probably wanted to maybe come out and pressure them a little earlier than what they did as far as the full court. But Jackson Center was doing a great job. Their guards had great body control. They, went north and south with it. By that I mean they didn't go east and west where you can, you got a defender that's on you. He's going to make a steal. So they made him guard him a little bit by going north and south. And they did a great job with handling that, especially when it came down to man-to-man pressure.
If you take a look at some of these statistics, and let's just talk through them, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Number one shooting stat for the Jackson Center Tigers. Unofficially, I have them at 23 out of 38, above 50%. Excellent night of shooting for the Tigers.
Well, they get great shot selection out of their offense, and they understand what shots they're looking for. I can't say that there were too many times I thought, wow, that wasn't a very good shot. Maybe once or twice, but they really did a good job with their shot selection.
They shot 61% from the field, 4 out of 7 from behind the arc, 8 out of 10 at the free throw line. Just solid numbers all the way across the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you take a look at Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy, 2 players really stand out. Deontay Booker, he had 17. Jameer Davis also, he had 20 points. A couple of nice players. But the Lions, a little weak on their inside game.
Yeah, I mean, there was a difference, obviously. Reed Flatfoot he was really a little too much for him. And he's going to be a good player for anyone to guard because he's got really good post moves. He's under control. He's strong. He's kind of wide down there, and he's strong with the basketball. He's good.
And you take a look at the rebounding advantage. It was 23-13. Jackson Center with a decisive advantage there, especially in the second half. It was 17-5 in the second half.
Both ends of the floor. I thought they did a great job defensive rebounding as well. I think CCPA probably could have crashed the offensive board a little harder to make Jackson Center block out a little bit, but they did a great job of controlling on both ends and getting second chance points on the offensive boards.
And you take a look at the scoring figures for Jackson Center. Lucas Hartle had 15. Lucas Heitkamp had 11. Xavier Lowe contributed 2 free throws and 2 points. Carter Kloppenstein, nice game, came off the bench and scored 6 points. But the big number of tonight's game is 25 points from Reed Flatfoot. And fourth quarter, 4 for 4 from the field, hit his free throw. And when you add it all up, he was 8 out of 9 inside in that second half.
Yeah, and Coach Kloppenstein also, he kind of was talking about Jackson Center becoming a little more consistent as the year went on both ends of the floor. And I thought we saw that tonight.
Yeah, lots of good signs for Jackson Center fans. And our stats here brought to you by the Grand Lake Health Systems. And we move on to our player of the game, NK Telco. And I know there's a lot of different players on the team, but it's really hard to pick Reed Flatfoot.
Sure. And you know what? I think Jackson Center's got good guard play as well. I think Hartle's good, Heitkamp's good. I think they're pretty well balanced. So, but Reed Flatfoot obviously dominated.
Nice effort by Jackson Center as they move to 4-3 on the season, and they win the rematch of a team they played in the district finals a year ago by the score of 59-48. Jackson Center now 4-3 on the season. They'll move on and play tomorrow night. Tonight, of course, is the Friday contest. They'll play at Indian Lake on Saturday in a road game. Then they'll come back after Christmas, but yet during the break, and they'll play a home game on Saturday, December 29th against Fairlawn. Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy, they'll go on the road and not play until after the first of the year, where they'll play Cincinnati Hughes on January the 3rd. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Our player of the game brought to you by NK Telco. And our halftime and post-game stats all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Other sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwedeman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Securcom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Replays of tonight's game on NKTV.TV, the app, at Channel 155 on December 26th at 6 p.m. And then on Channels 3 or 503 on January the 4th on NK Telco Cable at 4 p.m. and January the 5th at 8 p.m. And, of course, you can always watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports. And also you can catch a glimpse on them on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Jackson Center the winner by 11, 59-48 over CCPA here tonight in Jackson Center. Thanks for watching here on NK Telco Sports. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Rich Bensman. You have been watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.